To really understand today's case, you have to understand the time period. There's no phones, no GPS, and no instant public alerts. They relied on phone calls, flyers, and news reporters. Today, we're going to be talking about Amber Renee Hagerman. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessie, and today we're back with another True Crime and Makeup. If you're new here, you should definitely subscribe to me and give this video a like. Amber Renee Hagerman, she was born in 1986. Her parents were Donna Norris and Richard Hagerman. She has one sibling named Ricky. She was the oldest. She was just like any other 9-year-old. She loved going to school. She loved hanging around with her family. She loved playing with her Barbie dolls, being around her friends. She was just a happy 9-year-old girl. Most importantly, she loved her pink bike. She loved to ride her bike outside whenever she's at her grandparents' house or with her parents. She loved riding her bike. She had good grades, a strong attendance, and she was really good during school. Saturday, January 13th, 1996, in Arlington, Texas, everything changed. Amber and her 5-year-old brother Ricky was outside riding their bike near their grandparents' home. They was told to stay close and just ride down the block and come back. In the 90s, the 80s, and a little bit of the early 2000s, a lot of parents, they just let their kids go outside and, play. That wasn't abnormal. But instead of going down the block, like the grandparents said, because, kids will always be kids, they was drawn to this area nearby a parking lot, and it had a cool ramp. So, when you're a little kid, like, they like, dang, like, I want to go over there, So this parking lot belongs to an abandoned Winn-Dixie grocery store on East Abraham Street. Matter of fact, let's go. So this is the area where Amber Renee got taken from. This area, it's pretty sketchy and very eerie. That's why I stayed in the car. And then over here, like where the orange stuff is, I think this is where they got drawn to the ramp. I think that's what they were talking about. Knowing that this place was her last moments is very emotional. Rest in peace. So at 3:10 p.m., Amber, she left on her bike. And by 3:18 p.m., Amber, she was gone. A man in a black pickup truck waited for her little brother to ride away. Then he grabbed Amber off the bike and forced her into his black truck. And the only thing left behind was her pink bicycle. There was a man that lived in an apartment complex across the street from the Winn-Dixie grocery parking lot. He saw Amber get taken through a chain fence in his late 20s to 30s. He was a medium build and he was under 6 feet tall with brown or black hair. Police have said that other people probably have seen something, but they were just too afraid to come out and speak up. My thing is, like, if you see this happen, why would you not call 911 or try to help? But if I seen a kid get taken, I'm gonna call 911. Something gonna shake. No kid getting taken on my watch. Hello. And if you're watching this and you live near Dallas or in the DFW area or in Arlington, Texas, this case is really local and it hits home, y'all. Mind you, there was no such thing as Amber Alert. So when the police were searching, they did not find anything. 4 days later, January 17th, 1996, a man walking his dog, he noticed something in the creek behind an apartment complex. Amber's body was found miles away from where she was actually taken from. Police have said that other people probably have seen something, but they were just too afraid to come out and speak up. A man walking his dog, he noticed something in the creek behind an apartment complex.
Head was face down in the water. Most of the body was kind of crooked around a rock. The current was running fairly fast behind it.
Police believe that Amber was kept alive for 2 days. Amber's killers still have not been found to this day. This case still remains unsolved. So Amber's mom, Donna, at the time, she was a single mother when Amber got taken. Donna, she did not just grieve, but she began to advocate for missing people. She really worked closely with law enforcement and the media, just really talking about Amber's case and speaking to the public. And she was bringing awareness for stronger protection when it came to kids and them being missing. Amber's father, Richard Hagerman, was also deeply involved advocating for better protection. Together, they refused to let Amber's case die and her story to just go unheard. Amber's mom, Donna, she went to Amber's school and she stood in front of the class. And the children, her classmates, were just trying to comfort her. And they were just saying like good things about Amber, saying that she was always very sweet and very nice. It's just things that you would want to hear about your baby. So a North Texas mother, her name was Diana Simone, she watched Amber's case. And she saw this one video of Amber just riding her bike and, being happy, being a kid. And she asked herself, why don't we have Amber Alerts for children? We have weather alerts, but not Amber Alerts for people that have been missing. So law enforcement and broadcasters, they worked together to create the Amber Alert system. Amber's mother also helped get the system going as well. Amber still hasn't gotten the justice that she deserved. When we see Amber Alerts, don't be afraid to share it, because that alert exists because of a 9-year-old little girl in Arlington, Texas. Hopefully one day the truth will come out. Until then, continue to share her story.